question is, what is the value of sitting for a long time for meditation? Okay. It is taken from two standpoints. It is not how long you sit, but how deep you go in meditation. To go deeper in meditation, you have to have discipline of sitting regularly at the same place. So for most people, that advice is valid, that you should have regular practice, sit for a long time. That is what they do in Zazen. Zazen means just sitting. You train your body to sit for so many hours. So body gets used to it, like I'm not going to move. So no use of thinking about going anywhere. Then mind gets in the rhythm that I cannot accomplish anything. Stop thinking. So that discipline helps to go in the depth. But when you evolve, you don't need to have just sitting meditation. Because some people sit for many hours, their body is sitting, their mind is not sitting. So this is more important. And we learn many lessons by living the life. Living the life and learning the lesson is true meditation. What kind of lesson? Two kind of lesson. One is called viveka. Viveka means spiritual discrimination. When we experience anything, spiritual discrimination means distinguish between real and unreal, permanent and impermanent, long-lasting or short-lasting. Somebody insults you, they say, it's temporary, you don't pay attention. All this discrimination, so you can see real and unreal. So your mind won't waste energy dwelling on something temporary, things. And what is permanent, you focus on it. And from viveka comes vairagya. From spiritual discrimination, renunciation comes, because you can clearly see. So seeing clearly, so spiritual practice will be live in the world, experience the world, enjoy things. You can enjoy two ways. You enjoy unconsciously, and then you want to repeat it. You get into a cycle of chain reaction of desires. Another one is you enjoy slowly with awareness. You say, how much enjoyment did I get from it? What was the end product? So you see the depth of it, and in the depth of it you see pain is hidden in the pleasure. So if you see pain in the pleasure, that is called spiritual discrimination. Okay. So most people don't see, they just run after pleasure, and then they become unconscious when pain comes. So this is when I said that when they say sukha mein dukha mein sumiran sab kare, sukha mein kare na koi, jo sukha mein sumiran kare, dukha kahe koi. The saint says, everyone worships God when there is suffering. And nobody remembers God when they are going through good times. If one learns to remember God when there is no suffering, suffering won't come at all. Wake up when things are better. And that is what most people do. They wake up. When do people wake up generally? When they get old, they get sick, they are dying. This is when they start going to church, or temple. It's just because before they say, I'm so strong, I don't need God, I'm strong enough. But when they feel weakness, fear comes in, then they try to hide out. Because when they wake up, when they're old and sick, they don't have true devotion to God, they're only escaping, just to get rid of fear. So this is why wake up earlier, sooner. And meditation is the life. So we learn. Gnani Yoga says, realize this. Just you don't have to do much. Just realize, see clearly. And I'm studying Advaita Vedanta and quantum physics. And I'm just, it's so high, but really quantum physics, really, if you want to look on YouTube, look up holographic universe. Holographic universe, all the scientists showing. One famous experiment I described so many times, just that gives you idea. Double slit experiment where they shoot the photon through slits. So photon goes through and makes impression on the other side. So they tried that. So when they shot through only 2 of them, they looked at it and they found, instead of 2, they found so many streaks instead of 2 streaks, single photon at a time. So they figured out that when it is happening, it is in the wave form, and wave form interferes with each other and makes many streaks. When they observed it, they found only 2 streaks, and that principle, just imagine, that principle showed that entire universe is in the form of flux, possibilities and waves. Waves means possibilities. Anything that is happening is possibilities. But as soon as you observe, it solidifies. Can you see the message? Message that we are co-creator and participant of our destiny. In some other experiment, they showed that you know that something is coming up and you get the message, in the brain, but this message is 6 seconds before even it happens. That means the brain is also hologram. We are in hologram, and they show, they showed Michael Jackson in hologram. It's really like that something comes. The entire universe is hologram. This 3-dimensional universe is hologram. Out of 2-dimensional reality, this hologram is created. But it is permanent hologram, so we are part of hologram. Our brain is part of hologram. And we did surrender mantra, so I relate to that. That something is projected, up there. They have laser beam that is projected outside, influences the field, that influences us, so we see the universe as it is projected. So we believe we are the doer. We are not the doer. It's just certain thing is projected. Who is projecting the projection? That is cosmic consciousness. So that just, we are helpless. We are not the doer.
That's Om.
Yes.
Om, right?
Yes. So surrender. That means surrender. That entire universe is already filled with possibilities, and we solidify. I'm just giving a short explanation. So true meditation is really exploration, I'm finding this so much inspirational, because so many standard yogis, they get caught into this scripture say, and they argue that scripture says this could not be. They say science is wrong. Scripture say that, that's, so this idea.